Welcome to the third video of the GitLab series. In this one I will be showing how to generate a gitignore, add it to the project, and push it up to the server. Gitignore files are useful to ignore, as the name suggests, files in your Git repository that you don't necessarily need in the repo. These files include stuff like Visual Studio project files, Atmos Studio project files, intermediate files that can be recreated without needing to store the extra space. So to do that, we are actually going to go to our browser and go to gitignore.io. Excuse me. So for what we want to do is add all the things about what we're going to be storing. So in this case, if we're doing stuff on Windows, if we are using Atmos Studio, now named Microchip Studio, but they still list as Atmos Studio in here. You can add languages like C and any other tools that you're using. And then we will hit create, and it will show you a list of things that we will just copy and paste into our gitignore. So we want to highlight it all and hit Control C. We will go into our repository using git bash. I find it is easier to create gitignores from git bash because Windows doesn't like starting file names with a period. In this case, we will use Notepad to create a file called .gitignore. Can't find it. Do we want to create it? Yes. Inside of here, we're going to paste the stuff I forgot to copy. So we'll go back and copy that real quick. Now that that's all copied, we'll save it and close our window and go back to our git bash. So now if we do an ls again, -a to show hidden files, we have our gitignore file. We now want to add it to our repo. So we want to do a git add.gitignore. Then we should commit it. So git commit. I like to do the -m option and just put my message here on the command. If you don't like doing that, you can get rid of the -m and it will prompt you in VI, I believe, is the default to write your message for the git commit. Add a meaningful commit message, so added gitignore file. Wow, I cannot type today. And hit enter. Now if we do a git status, we'll show we have nothing to commit, but we are ahead of our master by one commit. So what we'll do is we'll do a git push. And it'll go through and push our stuff. And if we go back to our project here and do a refresh on the page, you'll see that we now have the gitignore and all of its information.